Welcome to our another interview with Olympic medalists racing here in Gdansk during European Championships in laser, this time laser radial. My name is Piotr Kula and I'm pleased to introduce Annalise Murphy, Olympic medalist from Rio Olympic Games. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's usually the other way around. I'm asking questions, but yeah, I'm very glad to see you here in Poland. And so let's revert to the original sequence. So how are you here in Poland?
Yeah, it's great to finally get some racing this year. I kind of had thought, we're just not going to get any racing for the rest of 2020, so to be able to do European Championships, I think everyone's really happy to be racing. The radial fleet is really strong, so yeah, happy to be here.
Especially that you have had a little bit of break from racing radial, is that right?
That's correct. I didn't do that much laser sailing after the year after 2016. And then I was given the opportunity to do the Volvo Ocean Race on Turn the Tide on Plastic. So I ended up doing that. It was really hard. And there was some good times, but there was a lot of bad times on it. But then sort of halfway through the race, I thought that I wanted to try a different class. I was tired of hiking, and I got into the 49er FX and sailed that for just over a year. But the boat handling was pretty hard to pick up in that time, and with only 1 year left to the Olympics, I felt there wasn't enough time to sort of master the basically third sail of the 49er. So I got back into the laser 1 year ago now, thinking that I'd only have 10 months of hiking to do, but I've been tricked into 2 years in the boat.
How is this the difference within a very short period of time? You covered offshore boat, extremely demanding offshore boat, then extremely demanding Olympic class, which is 49er FX, and now you're back in the laser, kind of small boat. How is this going?
Yeah, the laser is brutal on your body. You know, in the 49er you might fall out the back of the boat and break your ankle, but it's a fast thing. Well, the laser just slowly grinds your joints down, so that when you're older you're just gonna have so many horrible injuries that you have to deal with the rest of your life.
Is it hard to switch between this tactic-wise? How long was your longest tack in ocean race?
8
More
days.
or less.
8 days.
8 days. 8 days. So, and in 49er you also go kind of comparing to the scale of the race, you go kind of long on one tack. And here you can play sometimes after start, boom, boom, very quick. How fast was your changing between these rhythms?
That was something that I missed about from the 49er class was you can't just tack on every single shift. You have to pick the big ones and the right side of the course. So I really enjoyed getting back in the laser for the tactical side, how you can tack 10 times in an upwind. You can get every single shift and you're not going to lose anything from doing your tacks. You might even gain doing tacks. So I really enjoyed that side of it. And then both the Volvo and then the 49er, I learnt a lot of stuff about sailing other boats.
But in the conditions like today, you had quite light wind. In 49er, it's not so easy, waiting for the wind, fighting to just stay upright. Is it always like this, or it was just some extreme conditions?
Because the 49er has the fully battened mainsail, and it's quite a big sail, it can, in wind like today, it actually, I don't think you'd even call it that light winds. You'd still be someone, maybe either the helm or the crew, one person would be trapezing.
To balance it.
It's quite, the wind range is I think bigger, or you can sail in lighter wind in the 49er and not realise it. Well, in the laser you really start to notice it once the wind starts dying, because you've got such a small sail area.
Well, I was happy enough once to have a nap in the fin. I don't think that you can do this But you were napping, I understand, in Volvo Ocean Race, right? On your one tack over 8 days, right?
Oh yeah, they were actually the long sort of where you wouldn't be doing too many manoeuvres. They were the best, because that was the time when you got good sleep. When you were doing a lot of manoeuvres, you were getting really bad sleep. So you were maybe only getting 3 or 4 hours sleep in 24 hours every day, which that catches up on you.
And what was the most hard moment with the sleeping intervals? Or what were the hardest ones?
The short legs towards the end, they were really hard, because there was so much happening, and you're not really getting much sleep, because everyone has to be involved in the manoeuvres. So you might be, you do your 4 hours where you're awake, and then you go to sleep, and you're just eating your food, and then you can hear the navigator going, I think we need to tack or jibe. No.
Like, I've never sailed in this kind of boat, so probably lots of our viewers also didn't experience that. Is it true? Like, you put in on wet clothes every day?
Oh yeah, your wet weather gear, your oilskins, there's hooks, and you take them off when you come back inside and you hang them up. But they're all soaking wet, and you're getting such high water pressure. It's not even really waterproof anymore. Like, they're meant to be waterproof, but like when you've got like a fire hose blasting at them all the time, they eventually become unwaterproof, and they're all just hanging there wet, so they never dry. And then your stuff underneath is normally a bit damp, so you get into your sleeping bag with your stuff on. You're trying to like be sort of sleeping in your sleeping bag dry, and yeah, you're just always a bit wet. It was so hard mentally and physically, but then I was also pretty amazed that like all the people on all the different teams, we all managed to get through this brutal race. Like, it's amazing what the sort of human sort of body and mind is able to do when forced into the situation.
So now I think that all your competitors know that this almost 1 year left to Olympics will be definitely enough for you with all this base that you have. So I wish you all the good luck and fortune in your campaign for Tokyo.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for the interview.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get some nice wind for the rest of the regatta.
Let's hope so.